Hey guys, I'm going to be doing some roasted cabbage wedges today for lunch for my healthy meal. So I'm going to show you guys what I use. Basically, this is kind of a Weight Watchers recipe that I stole from some blog. I don't know where. I've used this recipe for a couple years now because it's a really great side dish. It's also great for just a quick lunch if this is all you're wanting. So I just use pretty much however many carrots I want, usually about 3 to 4. I use an entire head of cabbage, and this is from the garden, so it's a little bit smaller. I use an onion, and normally I would use my homemade bone broth, but I'm out of that right now. So I'm just going to use some chicken broth, and I'm just going to start off with a cup. I may end up needing to add another cup after this is cooked for a little while, depending on how much of it has evaporated in the oven. I also sprinkle the top once I have everything in the pan with a little bit of ground cayenne pepper because it just gives it a little kick and a nice flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff prepped and show you what it looks like in the pan before we put it in the oven. I also wanted to show you how I cut my cabbage wedges. I have quartered them right now. So this is, well, I quartered it and then I halved the quarters. So basically what I'm doing, I just cut it into 4 big chunks. These are the 2 that I have remaining, and I'm just going to cut out this hard middle piece here and kind of crescent it down, and then I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so I cut out that hard middle piece here, and then I'm just going to half this, so it's going to make 2 pieces. So I'm going to have like a total of 8 cabbage wedges in this pan. Okay, so I've got all my cabbage wedges laying in here now. I'm going to go ahead and cut up the onion and peel the carrots and put those in there and let you guys know what I do from there. Okay, so I've cut up, this is 3 carrots, and I believe that should be enough. If not, I can always add another. And then here's the onion. And what I did, just kind of thickly sliced it and then cut it in half, or pretty much just quartered it. So here's what I'm going to do. Just kind of throw this all over the top of the cabbage. Sorry, my camera skills are not great since I do everything on my phone. So I just kind of do that. And then take your carrots. And the larger pieces, I quartered. Some of these are just cut in half. And I just kind of throw everything in here. And then I'm going to heat up that water and get that chicken broth going. Pour it over the top. And I have my oven set to 375 right now. And this is going to take a little bit to cook, but we're going to have this for dinner tonight. What I like to do is cook it during the day and then let it cool and then put it in the refrigerator because it's better after it's been refrigerated, and then just heat it back up in the oven when you're ready to eat it. You can also heat it in the microwave, but it's just easier to do in the oven because you've already got it in this plate. Okay, so I've got all that done. I'm going to go ahead and get this chicken broth ready and then put the spices on and get it in the oven. Okay, so I've got my chicken broth poured in here. It comes up to about right here. And this is a smaller pan. I think this is like a 9 by 7 or maybe 11 by 7. I can't remember. It's a smaller casserole dish just because I use a really small head of cabbage. But anyway, I'm not going to salt this because the chicken broth has a lot of added salt already. That's something you can do after you take it out of the oven and just use your own taste. But I am going to pepper it, and I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper too. So there we go for that. And then this is, of course, there's no exact measurement, just do to your own taste. It just gives it a little bit of extra flavor. And I don't do a whole lot, just a little bit. It really makes the carrots really good. I love it. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to put some foil over this, and I'm going to put it in the oven for about 45 minutes on 350. And I'm going to check on it and see if I need to add any more liquid. Okay, so I've let this cook for about 45 minutes on 375. I think I said 350 in the last little clip, but it's 375 for about 45 minutes so far. And here's what it looks like. They're still not done yet. The carrots are still, the unevenness of them, some of them were bigger than the others, so I need to put the foil back on here and let them cook for a little bit longer, probably about another 30 minutes actually. And there is still a pretty good amount of liquid in here. I think for another 30 minutes this should be fine with the foil on. So what I'm going to do is let this cook for another little bit. I'm going to come back and check it. Then once the tenderness is where I like it, which is actually fork tender, where you can cut it with a fork, I'm going to remove the foil and put this back in the oven for about another 10 minutes or so the cabbage can get brown and it kind of caramelizes. I can't really describe it, but it's really good, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'll show you what it looks like after it's done. Okay guys, it's finally done. This is what it looks like after it's been back in the oven, after the foil has been taken off for about 10 to 15 minutes, just till it gets the color you like. See how, I know the lighting's not great in my kitchen, but see how the color, even on the inside of the cabbage, it just kind of turns like a nice little brown. I don't know. And then these edges get a little bit crispy. That adds a little bit of texture to it. I really love this dish. It's a nice side dish, and it's nice just to eat for lunch by itself. If you're wanting something little but filling, I think it's really filling, and it's really good. And of course you can add different spices, whatever you like, but the cayenne is enough for me, and just the regular pepper. So anyway, thanks for watching guys. Hope you enjoy this, and let me know if you try it and like it. I'm going to try and do some more recipe videos like this with some healthier lunch options. So thanks for watching. Bye.